Hello and welcome to GH Music Discourse. Of course, I'm back with another personality, a musician, of course, and we are here to talk about what every artist's expectation is and what they need to break through to mainstream in this industry. And I have with me Lamisi to, have this conversation going. Welcome to the show, Lamisi.
Thank you,
Yana. You're looking nice.
Thank you.
Maybe I didn't thank you. Anyway, let's move straight into it. Right, I find your kind of music interesting. Can you please describe the kind of music you do?
I do contemporary African music.
Okay.
Sometimes people refer to it as world music.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. And what does it entail? Like, what are the melodies? I want to understand exactly how that genre is.
It's African. My music is very African but modern. Unlike the indigenous, traditional African music, you find some modern music elements in my music, but the main roots or the basics of the music is African tradition and culture.
Interesting. Mm-hmm. And why do you think, I don't know, but this is my observation, I feel like little attention is given to the kind of music you do. Why do you think?
I think the problem is, change is difficult. So when people are so much used to something, it's really difficult to get them to switch or change their preferences. So, I think I'm grateful, even though not much attention is given to me as compared to the regular Ghanaian female artists, but anyone who gets a chance to listen to my music goes like, wow. And then I think that's it. I don't need to get the masses to follow me. But if I get a few loyal or, really profitable music consumers, that's it. It's fine for me.
But let me see, genuinely, how do you feel as an artist?
Before, I used to feel it's unfair. But I've grown beyond that, and then I think that it's not everyone that is supposed to love my music. See, the market is very big, so you just need to identify your audience, and then you serve them. And so with my music, it's like a niche market. So if you have a niche market and it's very profitable, very beneficial, why cry over the street boys or over the masses that don't add anything? I don't know if you really get it. Yeah, that's it. So I don't feel bad. I feel really proud, and especially after I got nominated last year to the VGMAs, and I was like, wow. So people are really observing and watching my work. So it was a great honor because everyone on the VGMA board, knows what's up and all of that. So for them to nominate me, it was such a privilege and an honor. So it's really made me feel good, very good.
All right, this one that you are not bothered about the masses, but ideally the masses would adapt financially. How is that
not true? Who told you? Go and ask. It's not all the artists that you see that are very huge or popular are comfortable when it comes to finances. It's not true.
Okay.
I can't mention names, but I know some of them who are very close. And then now some of them even come and message me that I want to do live band. Can you take me along for rehearsals or something? Because they are thinking that, okay, it takes time, but when you, it's a journey, but it takes time. But you can become huge and very famous overnight. And fame doesn't come with money. I want to be very successful. I don't want to be a famous artist. You understand? So I'm not working towards fame or becoming very popular. I'm working towards becoming a very successful act. So the masses, it's not true. It's very deceptive. It's not always the case that if you have the masses following you, you are okay, financial. It's not true. I mean, some of them get sponsors for shoes, clothes, cars, and all of that. At the end of the day, put them down, they have nothing.
Okay. Good you are clarifying it, because that is the perception out there. Yeah.
It's a wrong perception.
Yes,
actually.
but that is the perception out there.
And social media also makes that perception looks like it's real. But it's not.
Okay, so I want to find out, what do you think an artist need to break through to mainstream?
Ideally, good content. like as in the music, you should have a good product and then good PR, marketing strategy. That's it. But in Ghana, it's the other way around. You just need PR and then just produce anything. If you have a good PR and then good marketing, or if you have good money to promote it, it flies. But ideally, you should have a good content first, and then PR, and then promotion. Yeah.
Okay. I want to pick your thoughts on this school of thoughts, so to say, because some people feel like you need a record label in order to be a successful artist. Others also think, otherwise. What do you think? Do you really need a record label to be a successful artist, since you want to be, a successful artist?
It's very subjective, but every artist will do well with a good record label. Because if you are signed onto the label, you don't need to worry about so many things. Going to the studio, how to promote your music, what to wear, when you're going out for a show, what to do, what to say, how you are going, if you are traveling, the means, hotel, everything is taken care of, because they have people who said we have the, how do you call it, the A&R manager, everything, like, they take care of logistics and everything. So you only need to focus on the creativity, your music, and then you think of the performance shows. You have to think of you, the artist. You are just preparing yourself for whatever. If it's a studio recording, you are just preparing yourself, putting your ideas together. If it's a performance too, if you have to work out, exercise, rehearse, and all of that. So it makes the work very smooth if you are signed onto a good level. Okay. It makes it actually smooth and then stress-free. You are more relaxed and you're able to bring out more, because you have a vocal coach, which is part of the label's duty. So if an artist should have all of this at his or her disposal, you should be fine, and you should be able to reach,
higher heights or something.
Yeah, higher heights. But if the record label is not contributing that much, you are better off being
alone.
You're better being alone, and then having a small team, management team that are very proactive, very hardworking to do things. Then you all work together, you communicate together, and then you make moves together.
Okay. But let me see, why do you think it has taken you so long to break through?
It didn't take me long.
Because?
It didn't take me long. I released my first single in 2017. And then first single, it's not the regular kind of Ghanaian song. Okay. And then it wasn't bad. And even by then, I was doing my master's in Legon. And then I'll be on camp, people go like, I saw someone on TV like you. Is it you? Is it? And I was like, hey, so people really, and then they're like, and you come to school and then you behave like one of us. I'm like, of course, I'm a student. When I'm here, I'm a student. So I keep a student profile. And then when I'm out there, wherever I am, I just have to keep up. So I didn't do bad. That was 2017. And I played a couple of gigs around. And then even though it wasn't all over, but if you want to measure success or growth, you look at the artist and the kind of product they have. Because if you are bringing something new into the market and something is, and the thing is something the market already loves, but if it's a new thing, you can't compare that growth to what is already there that everyone loves. So I didn't come into the industry as one of the female artists or what people already are expecting.
Used to.
Yeah, they are used to, and then they are expecting to hear. So I think I've done really well. And then 2019, I released my album, and then the album launch concert at Alliance Francaise. It was a full house, which surprised me. I just got there from the hotel, and then I was like, "Ooh!" So all these people came because of me. And we had a little tours around, plus 233. It was a sold out. So what else are you talking about when it comes to breakthrough? Is this not...
Yeah, but but the masses,
I just told you that my kind of music, it's not for everybody. So it's like a niche. Yeah, so when you're operating in a niche market, you don't focus on the masses because you need to be smart. in this music industry. I studied marketing. You need to be very smart and know that it's not every product that is for everybody. You understand? For instance, Range Rover, it's a very good car, but they didn't do it targeting everybody to come and buy. There are certain special people. Jaguar came, you know. So it's like that. So with my kind of music, I'm very content with the support that I've had from some of the media personalities and all of that, because it's not easy. It's really difficult. Sometimes you appear at an event and then they are mentioning artists and you are there and then they don't even regard it that you are one of it. And then I laugh, you know, it's something that should have broken me down, but I laugh and I'm like,
I like the fact that you are bringing this in. I'm not trying to, what I mean is, we are trying to get the masses to appreciate your talent. So I'm not trying to pull your craft down.
I get you.
But what I'm trying to, the picture I'm trying to create is, like you rightly mentioned, you get to a place and then people will not mention your name. And this is because they don't know you. Correct?
Sometimes they know you, but because you are not
exactly the point I'm trying to, you know, make. So if I say, if I ask why it took you so long to break through as an artist, it is not coming from a
even now, I don't think I've broken through. I'm still working. You see, to me, what I would say I've broken through is when I'm having deals, I'm getting an endorsement, huge endorsement, not when everyone everyone knows me. And it's not reflecting in my pocket. It's not reflecting in impacting people's lives. It's to me, I don't see that as a breakthrough. If I've broken through, it should be something that maybe I can go somewhere, go to a school, stand and then say something, share my story, or say something to them that, you know, the child will go home and then think and say, okay, this artist came, and because of this and this and this, she said, I sat down and I thought, and I realized that I have to stop doing this and do that. To me, that's what I'll see as a breakthrough. But not walking on the street and everyone mentions your name and then you are waving. I'm always looking at impact, making an impact or getting benefits. So if it's not that way, and then, so with the breakthrough, I don't think I've broken through. I am still in process of getting that. So definitely someday I can confidently say that I have broken through. And then with people not recognizing me, it's not my fault that they are not recognizing me. And I can't do what they want me to do to recognize me. And then whatever I am doing, I am not a kind of artist that is so full of herself. Before I go to the studio, I have people, many idea. I send it to my manager, my music director, listen and tell me what you think. And then they tell me, okay. And I have some other friends who are not musicians, but they love music. Let them release a song today, tomorrow they are saying. So I send it to them. What do you think? Okay. Hannah, I say, even though what she will say is not so musical, but I try to digest and make sense out of it. So before I finish working on a song, it's not just my idea, a lot of input. So if you do this and then you're not getting the masses to follow you, what can you do? Just focus on the few ones that follow you loyally and then support you, and then you should be fine.
Okay. On that note, I want to find out what the expectations of every artist is like generally. The expectation of every artist.
For your works to be appreciated and acknowledged. That's it. You know? Yes. Because if I'm an artist and then I put a lot of hard work together and then I produce something and it's not appreciated, that's the basic thing every artist looks out for. So if your works are very much appreciated or acknowledged, that's the first thing. To me, I feel very accomplished when that happens, before the other things that comes. Because if it's appreciated, that's when people get to call you for performances, people get to call you for jingles, people get to call you for productions and other stuff. So to me as an artist, the expectation is just for your works to be appreciated and then acknowledged. Okay,
looking at the state at which you are in your career, what are the struggles you are facing currently?
Struggles. I don't know, but I always try to see the positive side of everything. So struggles. There are struggles in the industry already, but personally, I'm trying to think and see if there are struggles. No. Obviously there are, but I don't pay attention to negativity. So I would have to think and then bring out those struggles and share it with you.
Anyway, that's okay. Anyway, and again, I want to pick your thoughts on support towards each other in the industry. What can you say about that?
Some do, some don't. For instance, I used to work with a Patch Bay band as a background singer and a lead vocalist. So I used to be a background singer for most of the top acts here in Ghana. And then I was doing that because I was in school and I wanted to complete before I can pursue my solo music career. Because I didn't want to begin and then fall out and then I'll be one of, there was a time one person came and now where is she? So I wanted to focus on my school and then after. And in the process too, I needed to make money. So I was doing that to learn, being with the band, to learn and also to make some money. So whenever I'm ready, I have enough experience. So when I branched into solo, and then some of them saw my music video, some called me and they were like, congratulations. And then there was one lady, she saw me and then I think we were all supposed to perform. So we were waiting for the band to finish with the one rehearsal and come and call her before me. And she saw me and said, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. And she was like, what's happening to you? And I was confused. And she's like, I've been seeing your pictures all over with your flyer. What is happening? And then I got even more confused because I was wondering, what picture, what flyer? And then I'm like, yeah, very confused. And then she was like, why, have you released a song? And I'm like, yeah. And she was like, okay, so who is managing you? And I mentioned, so okay. And then she started giving me attitude. And I was like, is she serious? Aren't we supposed to be supporting each other? I've been a backup singer and then today, I think I've grown to become a solo act and I'm just young and then, you see me and you give me the attitude. So I just realized that some people will support you, some will not support you, and it is nobody's business or nobody's obliged to give you support in your music career. You have to work hard to earn their support. So if someone is not giving you so much support, you just have to focus on your thing and then keep working hard. Maybe they haven't seen any seriousness in you yet at that point. So if you work hard enough, some will still come and support you, but some people will just not support you for no reason. So it's 50. Some are very supportive and they will encourage you, tell you a little about the industry that you should be aware of. Some too, they just, which is normal.
All right. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll continue the show. So stay on. Welcome back, and I'm still here with Lamisi. Lamisi, before the break, we were talking about support for each other in the industry. Did the thought of giving up on music ever cross your mind because of, artists not supporting each other or industry players not supporting artists?
Not at all. Not at all.
Let me see. The question is very not at all pen and they answer me.
Because maybe no. And you'll be like I say me yet. You understand? So I wasn't pushed to do it. Or I wasn't promised that do it to support you. It was a passion and then I felt okay, I have the skill to and I've learned a bit being with the band, so I was ready for it. So I think what helped me too was the fact that I was in the industry somehow, like low-key, as a background singer, and I saw what certain artists went through. And then I think all those things, influenced my readiness for it. So there was no single day I ever felt like, because I didn't get support, so I'm giving up.
Lamisi, I read on your website that your song or your craft is inspired by Maria Makiba, Angelique Kidjo, Aretha Franklin, just to mention a few, do we at least sense these people in your composition?
Not at all. Listening to them inspire me so much, and then I think it sets the right atmosphere or ambience for my creativity.
Okay.
But in terms of my compositions and being influenced by them, not at all. Not at all. But they inspire me so much.
All right.
When it comes to music, yeah.
Okay. And I love your song, First Food, like 2 years back. But I love that track. I love. Like, can you take me through the creative process? Because I don't even understand the word.
Okay, that song actually wasn't really planned with the recording.
Because the language was
Kusasi. Yeah. The people are called Kusasi, but the language is Kusal. I went to the studio, with my producer, and then we were discussing, and I said, okay, let's do it. And then he started playing this. Okay, do this. Can you sing like this? And then, funny enough, that's one of the songs that most people love. And then it's about trust issues, and then betrayal. So if you trust someone, or if you try to be there for someone and they think you're a fool, so we have this Ghanaian saying, I don't know if it's global or what, but I hear people say first fool is not a fool, second fool, so it's something like that. So I was trying to say that you can't fool me for so long, so.
Okay, speaking of songs, is it On Me?
Oh
Me.
Yeah.
Your song Oh Me got nominated for the VGMAs. And before we talk about that, I want to pick your general thoughts about the VGMA scheme, the award scheme. What are your general thoughts on the scheme?
I think it's okay, because everybody needs appreciation. So if you keep working, and then I think once in a year, a prestigious organization puts up something like that to acknowledge artists who have worked hard. I mean, it gives you a sense of good feeling, and then also makes you want to work more, because at least whatever you've been working on is very much appreciated. So I think it's a good thing.
And in relation to VGMAs, you won nothing anyway, but I chanced on an article that I read you were proud of not winning anything. Why did you say that?
I was proud because that was my first time with the VGMAs. That was the first time we filed for nominations, and then I got nominated into 3 categories, which it means a lot to me. And I was very proud because I didn't even see it coming. I was expecting just one category. That was what I felt. I'm like, it'd be a bit to me. So we just, filed, but God being so good, it came, and then all the categories they had us. So I felt very proud because the people on the board are not just any people. They are people, gurus in the industry, who some of them have years of experience. And then if these people think that I deserve to be in these categories, I should be very proud of myself and whatever work I have put out there.
But do you think social media likes? Because I'm relating it to social media likes because do you think social media likes validates an artist? And the reason I'm asking you this question is because we had conversations behind, the cameras, and you were like, only perform pray. You get what I'm trying. I don't want to go into that, but do you think social media likes validates an artist?
It depends on your goals as an artist, whatever you set to achieve with your team. So if your focus is to get social media likes so you can do advertisement for products and all, that's when it's a big deal to you when you're not getting much likes. But if your focus is to get other platforms to perform and make money from performances, it doesn't mean so much to you. Focus on yourself and then your act, rehearsals, and whatever. So I think it depends on your goals.
Interesting.
Yeah, the objective. Yeah, you as an artist, your artistic goals and objectives. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Are you a member of GAMRO?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Yeah, I think I'm a member of something. This Ghana musicians, but I don't remember.
Is it Musica?
Musica, I'm very sure. Yeah, I'm very sure. With Gamro, I have to go back to them and check if.
On that note, when was the last time you received any royalty?
No, I'm not even expecting it. I mean, even if I were a member, which I'm not so sure now, I think I have to call them and then find out. Because most of the A-list artists don't really say good things about Gamro in terms of the returns they get. So, what about me? Me that even when I walk down the street, I don't get hey. Those that get all of that, they don't get anything from Gamro. So one of the things we said earlier on, I'm working at being a successful act. And if I'm successful, I don't have to depend on Gamro's royalties to make a living.
Doesn't it break your heart as an artist?
See, now where I'm coming from, the things that break other people's heart, it strengthens me. It encourages me to work harder. It gives me ideas that do something, do this. Don't just sit and then expect. So it doesn't break my heart in any way. And then my music too, they are registered with an international copyright society as well, which
I'm listening.
No, which is their terms, their policies. I think I'm very comfortable and I can trust them much more. So,
Lamisi, finally, before you go, knowing what you know now about the industry,
a little, not much.
Should we turn back the hands of time? Would you have still be a musician?
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. I'll see you when I see you.